Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is a dress I went to educate the children. I was giving a letter to educate the children on fashion design, so I needed to represent and I had this design for a long time. So I had the sketch on my phone, on my sketching book. So I said, okay, this is the time. Okay, look at the back of this dress. I did elastic. I've done a video on this elastic, how to sew this elastic dress. So but I'm concentrating on the two draping by the two sides. It's been long. I've been away for a long time. Welcome back to the channel. So let's get into it straight away. So this fabric, I used 4 yards of thick chiffon. This is a chiffon. People don't believe it's chiffon, but this chiffon is not the normal chiffon that is so defined. I got it in the market. I used 4 years. I have so many of it, 10 years, but I used 4 years to make this dress. Complete 4 years. Okay, let's get into it. So okay, I want to cut a straight long gown. So I will do shoulder to my bust. This is beginners friendly. I will do shoulder to my bust, which is 11, shoulder to my under bust, which is 14, shoulder to half length, 16, then shoulder to hip line, 25, shoulder to my knee, which is 36, then my full length with 2 inches added, 2 inches allowance added. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to use a ruler to straighten my line straight down. So I'm not used to pattern work, and let me use the word using paper to cut. I have always gone straight to the point to cut a dress. Like what I mean by going straight, so cutting straight from the fabric. But for the sake of these tutorials, for beginners friendly, I decided to do that. Okay, so because of turtleneck is cut together, you see the dress I made, it was turtleneck, so I removed 4 inches upward before marking. That's the first thing I did before even getting shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to half length. So I removed 4 inches up. Yes, 4 inches up. Then you see my tape is after the 4 inches that I started marking from shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to half length, shoulder to hip line, shoulder to the new length, then my full measurements. 4 inches was enough for the turtleneck. I wanted this choking me. Okay. If not, if you want a smaller turtleneck, you can do 3 inches. Okay, let's get the body measurements. For the width of the turtleneck, I did 4 inches again to get my width. I added 1 inches allowance. Okay, that's my turtleneck up. So I got my shoulder, 2 inches sewing allowance. I gave my armhole 7 inches. We join together. I give it a shape. Then my shoulder, I still remove half inch on top of my shoulder to get to give that slanting shape. Then round bust. I did a round bust. My round bust divided by 4. Then 2 inches sewing allowance. I join it together. I will do my round waist. The same thing with round hip. Fold my tape. Like I've always said, I teach physically in the shop. If you don't have time to start calculating, just fold your tape into 4. You will get your round measurement. will fold it into 4. That's where I'll get my waist, hip, and my hip. How do I get my knee measurements? You minus, if your hip is 40, you minus 3 inches from the hip. 37 you get. That's what you will do on your knee measurement. You add your sewing allowance. You see me, because I don't even know my measurement, I started measuring my hip again. Okay, I hope you understand. This is how you get the round measurements. I added 2 inches. That's not enough. That's not how I got that elastic, but I will show you detail of how I got that, even my mistakes on that elastic dress. So it's time to cut out our pattern paper. Remember, this is our turtleneck. Our whole dress is here. Okay, we are ready for the next step. The next step is to get the 2 sides. Okay, getting these 2 sides from the waist, getting these sides. So I'm going to be going in by 4 inches. Yes, from the hip, from that sewing allowance, before the sewing allowance. Then from my waistline, just 1 inch from the waistline. You remember my waistline was 16. Just remove 1 inch, which is 17. Then I give it shape. I enter inside. I said before the sewing allowance, you measure 4 inches inside, and from the down part you take up by 5 inches down part before the new measurement. From the new measurement you take it up. But do you know, when I finished, it was too down. Like I said, I will be honest with you. I will be honest with you. I will even tell you the mistake. It was too down. So I suggest you do it from shoulder to the 25, which is the hip line. This place I'm cutting off, from that place now, just do 25, because when I reshaped after joining the draping, the pleat draping, it was too down. I didn't like it. I have to measure from my shoulder to 25, cut it, and it was perfect. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. That pointed down now, just make it from your shoulder to that pointed down 25. You will be fine. You will just thank me later. So this is it. This, you can use it to cut exactly that dress. Like I said, I've told you the mistake I made, and I know you, before you cut your own, you will correct it. Okay, let's go to the next phase. The next phase is joining. You know, it's front and back. This thing we are cutting is front and back. Exactly how the front is how the back is. But I just gave 2 inches sewing allowance. If you see the back of my dress, the video, there was zip at the back because of the turtleneck. If not the turtleneck, I didn't need to put zip on that dress. So I am going to the 2 sides of the hip drape. I'm going to the 2 sides, by like what I mean by 2 sides, 1 side of the front and 1 side of the back. I'm joining it with a maxing tape now to get our drape. So we're using maxing tape to just join the 2 sides, like I told you, together. Join it together, and with maxing tape, breeze will not allow me to do this thing fast. So okay, this is the maxing tape. You need to be patient doing this particular side. You calmly. Why I even slash, you see some that I have slashed the 2 sides, is because remember, it's a hip line. It will not relax. You know, the hip line is always pointing out. So I'm slashing so that I will it will relax for me to place the masking tape, secure it with the masking tape. Then I will keep slashing, keep using ruler to slash. As you slash one end, you use the same ruler to slash the other end. Look like this. How many you get, you use the tail of the edge of this to get the other side, to slash to get the other side, the way you are seeing in this video. I hope I'm explaining it well. I'm learning to teach. So this is it. You see, our hip, this pattern is ready for us to place it on a fabric. So I'm going to slash more, and remember that this is whatever you do, this is one side of the front and one side of the back. So when we will place our fabric into two, we are getting the two sides at the same time. So our slashing method is ready. Let's place it on a fabric. I started slashing. The slashing stopped from that 25 inches. Remember, from before the knee line says 25 inches, that there's a point pointing on it. This can be sewn without even slashing, but I'm going to sew this dress again because there's demand for it. My clients are asking me to make it for them. So one of the clothes I will do it, and do it without this pattern paper. It's very easy. So, but I'm doing this tutorial for the beginners so that they will understand. So as I'm slashing, I'm making a space, giving it a space, giving a space. You see, this is it. When you have this in the shop already, you don't even need to create more. You can use this to sew so many people's dress, depending on their shapes, depending on their sizes, but you can always use your number 6 to add allowance on the body when placing it, and use it to cut, plait your thing and go your way. So let's place our fabric to get. The next stage is placing our fabric, then put this on top. So this is my beautiful chiffon I told you about. I placed it. I was given an award last year, December, by Paparazzi magazine. I like this color. Anytime I use this color, it's always on point. So I know some people will say brown, carton color brown, but the color is farm color. Farm, maybe I did not pronounce it well. FAWN colored is in the family of brown. Okay, so let's go ahead with our tutorial. So I folded this fabric into two. It's folded into two as you see it placed on the table. So whatever I'm cutting the other side, I'm getting the other side at the same time. I hope my beginners are understanding what I'm saying, and I hope this video is helpful. If it's helpful, why don't you give us a like, follow us, and share with somebody that needs to see and learn too from it. Let's make the world a better place. Okay, so it's time to place our pattern paper. Quietly, calmly place it. So it's time for us to place it. If you want the plating to be more like bold, like that's my dress, you can open it more, like give enough space. Like when you're buying fabric for this style, just buy 5 yards. Just use 3 yards for the down and use 2 yards on top. The remaining one, you can use it to do whatever you want to do. So give enough space. Like you see the way I'm shifting, shift more. Like because after sewing, like I told you, I know when that plating is flowing, it's very fine. When it's bold plated, it's very, very fine. So it's time for us to place and cut it. And when you are cutting, give enough. Don't come close the way I'm coming close. Like I told you, I recorded this and I had 10 years in the shop for me to get. It was fine, no, but I didn't like it was fine, no, but I didn't like it was not flowing the way I want. Like when I wore it the second time after removing it, you give allowance. Like I came close, you give 2 inches allowance cutting this thing even to the down. So this is how I got this particular side. And remember to notch where the pleating will start. You see, that's very, very crucial. That's like very, very important. You see how I'm holding it? That's where it will start. That place I'm using starting to, that is where you will notch before you start plating like this. This is one side. If I place it on that pattern paper, you see is one side pleated, one side, because it's folded into 2, and the other side as well. So okay, let's move to the next thing. Okay, see me folding it into 2 the way it's supposed to be placed to sew. I see it. You see the pleating on. This is like gathering. I did use my hand to gather. So but it's plaited. I will show you how I plaited. You plait upward, not back and downward. So it's time for us to place the upper part. We've gotten the down part of the dress. We are getting the upper part now, folded into 2. This is our upper pattern. So it's time for us to cut it. So because it's elastic dress, you know, like this is an idea I had in mind. I didn't know how to get exactly. So I was thinking it's not supposed to be exactly. See, I gave like 5 inches sewing allowance. You see how it's very far away from the pattern, the main pattern, the one on the body. Why? Because we are going to use elastic thread to smoke it. So the same thing is going to happen to the back. I'm going to use exactly what I got in the front to get the back with a 2 inches zip allowance at the back. You see how I shifted it and just cut exactly the front size with even the neck, the bottom neck. Like I said, it's 5 inches because of I'm going to smoke it and it's going to be tight. And you see for how my body is, it was very tight. And I have a full video of smoky dress I made during January. I made for my white client a smoky dress. So I've finished smoking. It was a whole lot of work. You see, my dress is not the same thing I wore the other day. I used 2 days to smoke this front and back. Okay, this is the front and this is the back. You see the back has opening, which is the zip allowance. Okay, so I'm going to join. I have a full tutorial on smoking, because if I start showing you this smoking now, I will not leave this video. This video will be very, very long. So I'm going to put it on our description box, that video of how to smoke easily, a beginner's tutorial smoky dress. So after joining the zip allowance, you see the pattern is smaller than the pattern because the elastic has drawn everything. It is now very small, but still I'm going to use it to cut, you see, the excess I'm seeing to get exactly that shape there and the neck shape, like the turtleneck shape. You see, I'm going to join. I am going to join the neck from up to the shoulders. As you see me holding in the video, I'm going to join from up there to the shoulders. Then join the 2 sides. Fold this shoulder is already okay because it's not small, but you see I'm going to fold it, fold the up. Yes, joining this side, then mark 8 inches and join from the side. You see, like this, then join the side down before adding my draping. Let's do that quickly and come. So that's how I've been checking the shape. You see, I'm going to use scissors to reshape that side to give it that our pattern paper shape, and this is it. we are ready. Like I told you, I went to join it. The elastic dress is ready. Look at our elastic behaving, cooperating with us. The next thing is to bring our plate the two sides to join our. So this is how we'll bring our this thing. Then remember where we notched? That's where we are going to place at that edge. You spin to secure it first, then you go to your machine and plait. You spin to hold on this side. You see, that's how we are going to plait. And you plait upward. If you plait downward, it will not fall well, like it will not bounce well. I don't know how to explain it to you, but you plait upward the way you saw the initial video I started with. You plait upward. I'm still going to show you here. See, I'm struggling to pin it down, even at the back. You have to be very patient in this particular area, this side. This is it. I'm going to turn the back so I will show you how. This is the back of this. See how me and the chiffon is struggling up and down. This is how you plait. You see, this is how you plait. You keep plating like this. Please don't plait back downward. You will not get exactly what you want. Once you are done with your plating, you put your zip, and I folded the neck. This dress was ready, and I hope this video was useful and helped you. Thank you for watching. The upper design, I did that one later, but my main motive of posting this video or doing this tutorial is the pleating, the way I told you the pleating is for me to show you how to make this smoky with this trending two sides draping dress. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share to someone that needs this. Bye. See you in our next video.